With the Galaxy S25 series finally in our hands, all eyes now turn to Samsung's next thrilling chapter, the highly anticipated 2025 foldables. Leading the charge is expected to be the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7, a device that could push the limits of innovation even further. And while this foldable might be the crown jewel, there are also whispers of something even more daring. A trifold model that could steal the spotlight. Either way, the Fold 7 is shaping up to be something truly special. While nothing has been officially confirmed just yet, the rumor mill is buzzing, with exciting leaks revealing potential specs, features, and design tweaks. We gather all the most credible details below, and for those dreaming big, we've also put together an article on the 5 features we're desperately hoping to see in the Galaxy Z Fold 7. When could it launch? There's no official word on a release date just yet, but history gives us a solid clue. Both the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and Z Fold 6 launched in July, and all signs point to Samsung keeping that tradition alive. So expect the Fold 7 to debut around July, with shipments likely rolling out by late July or early August. And we're not just guessing here. Multiple codenames and model numbers have surfaced, confirming that development is well underway. Reliable leaker at Panda Flash Pro even claims that production kicks off in May, which aligns perfectly with the summer launch window. How much will it cost? According to early reports, Samsung may stick to its premium pricing, meaning a starting point of $1,899/1,799 $2,749, matching the Fold 6. While this comes from a single source, it wouldn't be a stretch considering the S25 series retains similar pricing to its predecessors. Still, keep a pinch of salt handy until we hear more. Design changes and build improvements. Samsung itself has teased that upcoming foldables will feature improved form factors and durability, hinting at exciting upgrades to the Fold 7's design. And at MWC 2025, Samsung displays showcased a creaseless foldable screen, sparking speculation that this innovation might finally make it to a mainstream device, perhaps even the Fold 7. And that's not all. According to OnLeaks, early renders suggest the Fold 7 will be noticeably slimmer, measuring just 4.5 millimeters when unfolded, compared to the Fold 6 5.36 millimeters. In the foldable world, even a single millimeter can make a world of difference. These renders also point to a larger and more immersive display, with the main screen stretching to 8.2 inches, up from 7.6, and the cover screen growing to 6.5 inches, slightly larger than the Fold 6. One particularly intriguing rumor, Samsung might ditch the digitizer in the Fold 7 screen. That could allow for an even thinner design, about 1.5 millimeters slimmer. But it also means a potential redesign of the S Pen, which may require a battery to function. While that might be seen as a downgrade for stylus fans, we've now heard it from multiple sources, suggesting it could be legit. Another major win for design, reports suggest a smoother, more durable hinge and a less noticeable display crease, all aimed at refining the Fold experience to new heights. One leak even claims it could be the first Z Fold under 10 millimeters thick when folded, making it the slimmest Fold ever. As for colors, expect at least 4 bold shades, including a striking coral red, with early renders showing a sleek black variant. Camera upgrades, finally. One of the biggest hopes and most exciting rumors is that the Galaxy Z Fold 7 could sport a powerful 200-megapixel main camera, just like the Galaxy S25 Ultra. That's a huge leap from the Fold 6's 50-megapixel main sensor, and would finally give Samsung's foldables the ultra-grade camera treatment they deserve. Multiple sources have echoed this 200-megapixel claim, and there's even talk of an improved under-display camera, offering better clarity in previous models. We haven't heard much about the rest of the camera array yet, but it's likely the Fold 7 will retain a familiar setup, possibly including a 10-megapixel telephoto lens with 3x optical zoom, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, a 10-megapixel front-facing cover camera, and that infamous 4-megapixel under-display camera, possibly upgraded this time around. Performance and software. What's under the hood? Unsurprisingly, the Fold 7 is expected to pack the Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, just like the Galaxy S25 series. If true, this would offer a significant performance boost over the Fold 6 Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. We're also likely to see 12 gigs of RAM, storage options of 256 gigs, 512 gigs, and 1 TB. A larger vapor chamber for better thermal control, battery life, any improvements. Sadly, not everything's getting a glow-up. Rumors suggest the battery will remain at 4,400 mAh, the same as the Fold 6. But there's hope. A more efficient display and chipset could mean improved real-world battery life, even without an increase in capacity. After the Galaxy S25 series stole the spotlight, Samsung isn't slowing down. The tech giant is now gearing up for its next big reveal, the highly anticipated Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Galaxy Z Flip 7. This time, the excitement is even bigger, as both foldables are expected to debut with Android 16 right out of the box. And just when the anticipation couldn't get any higher, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 has officially made its first appearance online, and it's running One UI 8. Spotted by a trusted tipster on Geekbench, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 is already being tested internally with Android 16-based One UI 8. The foldable scored an impressive 18,143 on the OpenCL benchmark, signaling some serious performance potential with Samsung's next-gen software. What makes this even more exciting is that the score comes from an early build, firmware version F966 USQOAG7 of One UI 8. While it's not the final version, it gives us a promising glimpse into the power Samsung is packing into this device. But here's where things get even more interesting. The Z Fold 7 is likely skipping Android 15-based One UI 7X entirely and heading straight to One UI 8. That's a bold move, and it could mean that flagship devices like the Galaxy S24 series might receive two major updates in 1 year. The S24 lineup recently got its stable One UI 7 update and could be on track for One UI 8 as early as August 2025. According to new reports, Samsung is planning to launch the stable version of One UI 8 alongside the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 in August 2025. Even better, the beta program is expected to begin earlier, with the Galaxy S25 series leading the charge in testing the new software. And there's more. As of April 2025, leaks and insider info have begun pouring in, painting an exciting picture of what's to come. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is rumored to feature a jaw-dropping 200-megapixel main camera, a huge leap from the 50-megapixel sensor on the Z Fold 6. That alone is enough to stir up major hype. Design-wise, the Fold 7 might be taller and wider when unfolded, offering an even more immersive experience. As the months roll on, we can expect more details to surface, and from what we've seen so far, this next chapter in Samsung's foldable journey is shaping up to be truly unforgettable. While Samsung's upcoming foldables may not be the most secretive smartphones the tech world has ever seen, they're still managing to keep us on the edge of our seats in more ways than one. There's an air of mystery hanging over the Galaxy Z Fold 7, Z Flip 7, and the long-rumored Z Flip Fan Edition, or possibly Z Flip 7 Fan Edition. Will they all be revealed side by side in a grand unpacked event? And if so, when exactly will that be? Right now, no one can say for certain, and that uncertainty only adds to the intrigue. One of the biggest question marks swirling around these devices is their processor choice. For months, the rumor mill has been buzzing with speculation, and while a new report out of Korea doesn't quite confirm anything, it sheds some light on Samsung's potential strategy, including its initial production goals. According to the latest whispers, Samsung is eyeing a second-quarter production run of 160,000 units for the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and 170,000 units for the Z Flip Fan Edition. Those numbers might seem surprisingly low at first glance, but there's a reason. The second quarter wraps up in June, and Samsung is widely expected to host its next Unpacked event no earlier than July. Interestingly, the regular Z Flip 7 is reportedly starting out with a higher initial production volume of 240,000 units. That's a pretty clear sign that Samsung doesn't expect the budget-friendly Flip Fan Edition to outsell its more premium sibling, at least not right away. But of course, everything could change once these devices hit store shelves. If fans end up falling in love with the Z Flip Fan Edition, Samsung could quickly ramp up production and maybe even adjust the numbers for the Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 too. It's all going to depend on how consumers react once they get their hands on them. And speaking of production, it's said to begin next month, which all but confirms a July unveiling. As for the exact launch date, that still remains a bit of a mystery, perhaps even to Samsung itself. The mobile industry is facing all kinds of global economic turbulence right now, and we've seen the company shuffle its release calendar in the past, sometimes at the very last minute. Now let's talk chips, because this part of the story just got even more interesting. Remember the Exynos 2500? First rumored to power the Z Flip Fan Edition months ago, then seemingly replaced by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 or 8 Elite, as it may now be called, for the Z Flip 7 earlier this year. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed our video. If you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with our latest videos covering tech trends, gadgets,